name's Gary Hancock. The name of the book is Sustaining Liberty, Reclaiming Limited Government in America.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote the book because I, like millions of American citizens, have become very disenchanted with the government establishment and what's going on in the country, the direction of the country. And I just realized that I had to do more than just vote and support local and national elections.
Right.
So my idea was writing. I wrote the book. It's, like I said, it's a short book. I wanted it to be a short book. I wanted somebody to be able to pick it up and read it in a couple of hours, understand several points that I'm making about how government and the elite government are trying to control the individual population, individual citizens, and how dangerous it is. And I cover three basic topics in the book and go into a little bit more detail in the book about health care, Obamacare, gun control, which is very big in the news right now.
Right, gun control. Right. And again, just to do a recap here, that Obama regime is down in Roseburg, Oregon right now, and you got 500 people protesting against the Obama regime down here. I mean, you think Oregon would, because it is a blue state, not a red state, and so is Washington and California. They're all blue states. They're not red states. Having the Obama regime down here, you should see the local news in the Oregon area. They're like sucking on a baby bottle. They're sucking this story up like a little baby bottle. It's amazing. It's just incredible how they're acting like now. They're just sucking on this little bottle, like a little sucking on a baby bottle, like a little kid. It's amazing.
Yeah, a lot of the people there locally don't want Obama interfering and don't want Obama politicizing.
And the families told him not to come either. Some of the family members said not to show up, and he went against his family wishes.
Right, absolutely. This is a crisis that they can't let go to waste, which is what the progressives and the elites in government do. They capitalize on any main event that occurs that forwards their agenda, which is bigger government, more control of the individuals, which includes less guns in the hands of people, want more and stricter gun control, and climate change also is the same way. They refuse to listen to the absolute facts about climate change and gun control, and they just progress their agenda any way they can.
Right.
So any event like this, they have to jump on.
Right.
Their mind, and that's what they do.
Another thing is, you mentioned Obamacare earlier. Well, guess what? Alan Combs, Juan Williams, it was Rachel Maddow, and also Chris Matthews have all spoke against Ben Carson for not being a real surgeon, because he has what Ben Carson did and being a neurosurgeon was save lives. Now they're taking this, what Ben Carson said, misskewing it, and writing a piece in the New York Times. By the way, in the New York Times, I got right here in front of me. They basically said he doesn't save lives. What he does is he destroys lives, and also he takes us to nerves, and he puts nerves in not places where it's supposed to go, to the connect brain tissue. So he destroys lives. This is from the New York Times, the Huffington Post, saying this, and the New York Daily News. They're all saying this now. They're using the race card to Ben Carson's, trying because he's gaining ground against Donald Trump, and they want Trump. All the networks want Trump right now. They don't want Ben Carson. They don't want Marco Rubio. They don't want Ted Cruz. They want Trumpy. They want the establishment. They want Trumpy. Why is that? I don't get it. Go ahead.
Trump to them is, if you listen to what Trump says carefully, he doesn't
Right.
Which in some respects is very good. But he doesn't have a philosophical back up his overall philosophy of how he would govern.
Right.
Or what he expects in a politician.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other politicians that are running, specifically Ted Cruz is probably the most dramatic on this. He does have a philosophical base.
Right.
He's more aligned with the Tea Party. Ben Carson also, if you listen to what he says and read his books, he does have a base that he does not want big government. He is very anti-big government, very anti-establishment.
Right.
And the only way that probably the most effective way that the left can come at him is by attacking him personally, not by attacking his ideas, because that gets them too much into the mucky-muck that they don't want to deal with, because people would reject their ideas if they really understood what they were after, which is bigger government and more control over the individual. Right.
There's 2 books that Ben Carson wrote. It's called Unions United, and then we also do have America the Beautiful. So he wrote 2 books, and I read America the Beautiful, by the way. It was a self-help book. People who are struggling with their own faith and their own moral mentality, and dealing with, you don't need to become ISIS or Muslim to do harm to America, and that's what we're seeing right now. It's a self-help book for anybody who understands this. That understands that the religion that we're facing in America is an evil religion. It is more, not really a religion. They call it, it's more like a cult, because what Ben Carson puts in the book, by the way, it's more of an establishment movement, and that's what they are. They're more of an establishment movement. They're not religious fanaticals. These are just a movement to try to create chaos in our country. This is what Ben Carson writes in America the Beautiful, by the way. If people don't understand that, they need to read to understand it. And I want to get Unions United. I want to look at that book too, by Ben Carson. It looks as a self-help book, and I definitely want to read your book too as well, Eric. I really do, because it is so important to understand what's going on, why we're here, and also give you the airtime that the mainstream media will not do anymore. This is one thing that we're about here. This is one thing we do, Robert. So go ahead. You got the microphone again. Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. I've also read Carson's book, and he, like we were talking about, trying to connect what Ted Cruz and
Gary.
The other candidates are doing. Rand Paul is also one of the ones that has a deep philosophical base, but he's not catching on as much.
No, he's not.
Trump came out and was much more demonstrative about the ideas and about specifics about what to do, closing the borders, and so forth. And that really caught on with people. That touched the nerve with people. So I think their early support went to him because he was so demonstrative early. But I think Ben Carson and Ted Cruz, if they can get their philosophical message out in ways that people can understand it, and in ways that people would understand that that philosophical base is needed more than what maybe Trump has to offer, and I think they would catch on more. And I think over time, we've still got a long time before the primaries and, of course, the general election.
Well, we got a debate next week, though. You know, right? Got a debate going on next week.